Welcome everyone to the insane podcast. We're rebooting Coopsy Conversations. This is season new.
Season new.
And we're gonna be joined by Connor. Welcome on, dude. How does it feel to be on the podcast?
To talk. Well, you know what? I spend a lot of time talking in general.
Yeah.
I'm quite the yapper, people say actually.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime, in fact, somebody clips one of the games that when we're playing them together, I'm just perma talking. I'm the only guy talking. I might as well be alone in the Discord channel actually. So
Okay.
I feel pretty prepared.
All right. That's just occurred to me. I can't see you past this leaf.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna move that. But yeah, there's a couple things I wanted to touch on today, just so the audience can get to know you. So it's like one POV there.
I do seem very white in the camera.
Yeah.
I do like it a lot.
Well, that's why we'll switch to our insane actual POV camera, and it'll be a little bit better. So yeah, let's begin. Let's begin. So I think first we're gonna touch on something just like as a bit of an introduction.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Just so all of our esteemed viewers out there can get to know you. So
Sure.
yeah, well let's start with the icebreaker. So who are you?
My name is Connor. You know, online people know me as Runikqq.
I love that guy.
So if you guys ever see me pop up in Coopsy's live streams, that's me. I'm a mod. Not yet. You're gonna make me a mod actually. So I've said it now. I've spoken it into existence.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's not much. I'm South African. Been in England for about 6 years, just over 6 years, I think now. And yeah, I'm a uni student and a chef. So part-time chef. So yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize it'd been 6 years.
Yeah, it's been because I had to be here for about just over 5 years to be eligible for citizenship.
Okay.
And I actually recently got it sort of approved, so I've got a ceremony coming up where I become a citizen. So yeah.
How does that work?
I swear fealty to the king.
Do you actually?
I do, yeah.
That's crazy. So
yeah, I get sworn in by one of his fucking like the something of Yorkshire, like the general of Yorkshire or some shit like that. Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's very archaic. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Do you know the details of that? Like.
Well, my mom went, so I went with her. She got her ceremony before me, and yeah, it's just very sort of old style. It's like very traditional cultural thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is cool. England's like one of the few countries that does like something, you know, sort of attached to a royalty like that. Like other countries don't have royalties anymore.
Yeah.
So it's unique at least. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much besides the fact that you have to go, you know, recite a few lines in a room in the city hall, and then you're a citizen. Take some pictures with the guy.
Yeah, and then what? They just give you the passport, or do you have to apply for it? How does that work?
You apply for the passport after, yeah.
Okay. In my head, I thought it'd be like they like swear you in. Like, there you go. I was like, yes,
your badge. You can now roam the streets. No, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you want to give a little bit of background about what it was like growing up in South Africa?
Oh, well, it's very different to England, I'll tell you that.
Okay, set the scene.
So, I grew up in a place called Pretoria, which is in a province called Gauteng. People know Gauteng because that's what Joburg is, Johannesburg. It's the capital. But Pretoria is just, you know, a few kilometers outside of that, so it's very religious, at least in the community I was in. Sort of like, even if you say the Lord's name in vain, you can get like socially ostracized. So very.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And very warm. I mean, there was one summer I was walking home.
I just did that.
What? Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd not make it. I'll tell you that.
Is it Protestant or Catholic?
It's the church that was prominent in the area was called the Nederduits Hervormde Kerk, which means like German Netherlands like Reformed Church.
Okay.
It's like its own South African thing. It's not like one of those. But funny thing with that church actually, before apartheid, before that ended, that's the church that was saying like publicly, oh, black people aren't humans. And then immediately after apartheid ended, it actually like full 180 switched, and it's like, no, they are actually humans. Wow. Just to like sort of protect themselves, which is, a little embarrassing if you know the history, but Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Vaguely, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was very warm there as well. One summer I was walking home from school and it was 42 degrees Celsius. Yeah, my buddy's like mother said you're not walking home, so she gave me a lift. Yeah, very warm. And yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, it's coldest it gets is about 14 degrees in the winter. Very, very nice climate. Very beautiful country, just in general. We've got a lot of nature reserves and, you know, animals and stuff. And just all in all, very different. Sort of similar to America, if you think about it in terms of like a state like Texas. Like, loads of people have guns. You know, big houses. If you have land, you have a big house, pretty much, because all the land's sort of cheap. And everyone's got big cars as well, massive trucks. Yeah, I mean, it's just very similar to Texas. Like, I feel like a lot of times people there are like wannabe Texas Americans.
Okay.
You know, they like sort of believe in everything's big and religion and all that. So
yeah,
it's a lot like that. But then I moved to Cape Town in the middle of high school when I was about 15. And Cape Town's completely different. You can say Jesus and Christ and all you want, and nobody's gonna kill you for it. But it's a lot more modern, sort of, and a lot more sort of like Europe, I guess you could say. So big on wine there, very windy, and just a much better vibe, to be honest. So if anybody wants to go to South Africa, I recommend Cape Town. It's an amazing place. Okay. Don't go north. It's not good.
How come you ended up moving?
Well, my mom married a Yorkshireman, so she moved to this country about 3 or 4 years before me. And that was like when I moved to Cape Town, when she moved here, and then I went to Cape Town for the rest of high school.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, she met my stepdad online playing World of Warcraft, actually.
Classic. We'll get on to WoW, don't worry. It's on the list.
And so eventually I moved over. It took a while for me to get my visa. It got denied in the first place because my biological father, who was not in the picture, I got denied because he did not give his explicit consent to let me come over to England, even though I haven't spoken to him in 8 years at that point. So, yeah.
So he just ignored it, I guess?
No, we had to go get an affidavit from him. We just didn't know we had to do that. So that's why the first time we got denied, we used lawyers from then on to tell us everything we needed.
Yeah.
You know? Very complicated process, very expensive as well.
Yeah.
Cost about something like £30,000 over the 8 or 10 year period me and my mum were doing citizenship stuff for both of us.
That is insane.
It's a lot of money, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of debt. But, you know, it is what it is. At least the UK is not so bad a country for debt. You know, you can get through it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm only in 100k student debt.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I think it is 100k because I did 4 years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at least student debt in England is very manageable, you know, in terms of how they take it out of your paycheck. It's not like America where it just completely fucks you. So I think anyway.
So did you prefer it in Cape Town then? Or?
In Cape Town?
Yeah.
You know what? If I could have a job that paid like the one I have right now, and I could do it in South Africa, I would go do that. But there's just no jobs in South Africa. So it's a beautiful place, great place to be, especially if you have money like we earn in pounds. Or so you can afford everything there. You can afford a great house. But there just isn't job opportunities in South Africa unless you like are connected. You know what I mean?
Okay. To visit, not to live, I guess.
Yeah, it's literally the country's got like 40% unemployment rate.
Wow.
So it's really bad. A lot of work is sort of unofficial work where people work for each other. You know, they don't declare their taxes and stuff. So yeah, very complicated country, very corrupt as well politically. But I don't know much politics other than people being obviously corrupt.
Does it not interest you?
No, I don't think politics is too complicated for me. I'm too small brain. No point.
Well, I went north. We've spoken about this, but for people that don't know, I went to South Africa in.
Excellent.
Yeah, I went to Hoedspruit.
Right, yeah.
Probably butchered that.
No, you said it almost right.
Okay. Almost nice, dude. Cat's because Afrikaans is very similar to Dutch. Cat has been trying to encourage me to learn more Dutch. A struggle.
It's a beautiful
Got
language.
some hard sounds, man.
It is. Willy Bolin.
I can't. But yeah, I think I might have touched on this before, but I'm pretty sure you don't. When we were on the way to like one of the safaris we were going to, we were going to stop off on the highway to like see this thing or whatever. So we pull over, and you know we're walking for. Suddenly they're like, "Stop!" And then I see our guide was called Rico. I see him pull out this massive like 44 Magnum and like go over the top of this hill. I'm like, oh my god, man! And apparently there was like they like lay traps for like tourists to like mug them, and they were right there, and they only saw it, and they were like, quick, get back to the car! I was like, what's going on? Yeah, it's. I mean, that was a bit of a wake up call for me.
It's easy to target tourists for people that obviously are poor and live in the country, right? Because when there's so few jobs around, I mean, you get like career criminals for sure that like sort of make it their fucking practice to lay traps for people they know are gonna have money, like tourists. So yeah, I mean, that's for sure believable. I mean, I've never experienced that, but there definitely was like, instead of where you'd have a stop sign, there was signs that would say hijacking hotspot. So it's like the opposite of a stop sign, don't stop here.
Yeah, please don't stop. Yeah. There was also some other thing about not stopping actually. Yeah. I needed a piss, and I was in the back of like our like minivan or whatever, and they wouldn't let us stop because apparently they heard on the radio that some people had escaped from a prison died. I'm like, fuck off, it's not true. So like, literally, I was like, it got to a point where I was literally praying. It's never been that bad before. And I remember when they finally stopped, because I was like, look guys, like it's not going to end well, you know. I got out and I took a piss and I looked across like the savannah, and everyone was laughing in the van because apparently my head went back and everything. Like the most relieved I felt ever in my whole life.
That's great.
Yeah. But
it's a very scary country, especially if you don't have, you know, a guide like you did. So
yeah. Think you'd go back?
Like permanently? I mean, I'm going back to visit in June. Like just to visit for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe.
Okay.
And I'm always excited to go back. It's a great country, especially when you have money, like I said. Yeah. And yeah, realistically, if I won the lottery today, I'd probably move back.
Right. Okay.
Just because you could fully like, if you had a good chunk of money, you could just go retire in South Africa. Things are that cheap.
Right.
So
yeah,
if you invested properly, yeah, for sure.
Cool. Fire and play WoW all day.
Yeah, I mean the ping would be shitty because there's no South African servers. You have 182 ping all the time, but you know, small sacrifice.
Yeah. What games are you playing at the moment, dude?
Oh man, let me tell you. So there's this new game that came out, right? It's called Helldivers 2, and if you're not playing it, you are a square, and that's not my opinion. You know, I'm a pretty forgiving guy. If you're not playing Helldivers 2 right now, you're not a gamer. It is what it is. It's the best game that ever came out.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
And every day is a good day to die for democracy. So, in this game, you play as a Helldiver, right?
Okay.
You dive into hell.
Okay.
With your hell pod.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
And basically, right now there's two factions of enemies to fight. You got automatons, which are pretty much Terminators, and then you've got bugs, they're called Terminids, right? Kind of like Zerg from StarCraft. And it's basically a horde shooter, you know. But it's got all these, you know, missions and stratagems, they call them, that you can call in. And it's just a lot of fun, to be honest. The first time with a video game where I've just had fun and I didn't have to think about it. Like, you don't have to plan to have fun. You just fall into the fun. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of other games I've been playing is stuff that's like you have to try really hard to have fun. Like, you know, League of Legends, classic. And World of Warcraft fell off really hard. Unlucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of taken over now. I've not played anything else in a while except TFT. Yeah, I love Teamfight Tactics, bro. That game's sick. It's like, it's all the fun of League with none of the stress because I don't control it.
What season? It's been going for a while now.
TFT set 6, I think. Yeah, I think so. Could be. No. Set 6 is the revival thing. That's all. Maybe that's 3. I don't know, man. The new set.
Yeah.
On season 14.
Okay. Well, yeah. When you mentioned it, I did watch. I watched the trailer for Helldivers.
Oh, you watched the propaganda one, where it's like the guy telling you why it's a good idea to join the Helldivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That trailer's so funny.
I had a look at some of the reviews, and one of the ones I thought was funny. I'll put it up. It's right there. It's something like that. So this guy threw a grenade into a hole.
Yeah.
And then a bug jumped out of the hole and knocked his grenade back onto him. People and he said he's never been more embarrassed. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah. So, is there no like PvP? Is it just?
It's fully PvE, but you'd think it's a fucking PvP game with how much friendly fire there is in this game. I swear to God.
Okay.
More often than not, when you call in like a big bomb from the sky, it'll kill like half of your team. Because people just either don't see it coming or they like throw it on top of their teammates or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to easily accidentally kill your teammates. So it's a very epic game, sort of like how old Battlefield games were. People like, nothing scripted is happening. It's all like free form, but it looks so epic. It's a very big vibe in this game as well.
Cool. Okay. Very clippable. That sounds.
Very clippable.
Yeah.
Very good for streaming.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I see.
Definitely.
All right. When are you starting streaming?
When am I starting streaming?
Yeah.
Man, the problem I have with streaming is I've got like loads of energy, but then I fall off after like 3 hours.
It's fine.
And I'm just I don't know. I just feel like I couldn't keep up that level of entertainment for a prolonged period of time. Because even though I yap a lot, I have to yap at someone. I can't just yap. You know.
Yeah, well, if you kind of frame it in your head that you're yapping to chat.
True.
You could try that.
Guess it's part of coming over that first obstacle of 0 chatters, and then...
That is true,
So, but yeah.
I mean, I haven't streamed with a view count.
Oh, you just don't have a view count?
I just don't have it on.
Oh, fair enough. You just got your chat open.
Yeah.
And then you respond to my messages where I tell you what to build.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. But no, I think having view count off is better because
keeps your mind off it.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, when you see that more people join, you definitely play up everything. Mine's kind of like half and half, I think.
But then the opposite's also true, where it goes down or whatever, and you feel disheartened.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
But equally, there's been many times where I've gone live and I'm like half-assed and I'll just blast hard style and I have my camera on.
Yeah, I know. I've been there for those as well.
Recently, the chess streams have been popping.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
I had a chatter come in, flame me, then play me at chess, destroy me, and then leave.
Oh, nice. Well,
so
that's
Olivia,
engagement.
Thanks for doing that. Very nice.
That's engagement, anyway.
Very cool.
So.
Yeah. Ever been a chess enjoyer?
You know what? Chess for me is the same as pool. I'll play it at the party, but I'm not gonna be good at it.
At a party, dude.
I don't know what parties you're going to, bro. I'm
Maybe
going to some high IQ parties. What can I say?
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. Like, I know how it works. I've got some strategy with it and everything, but I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. I'll do it because somebody asked me to, but just don't like. I have no intrinsic enjoyment of it, I guess.
Yeah. If anything, from when I've been playing, it's been making me realize that I'm worse than I thought.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, it's like.
Are you worse than XQC though? That's the question. Can you get mated in 3?
It's happened multiple times. It's multiple times. It's called a scholar's mate, and I have not seen it maybe 5 times out of like the 30 games I played.
Classic.
So that was I don't know. It's like stupid blunders and like throwing things where I shouldn't have thrown them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may be my next game.
Chess.
Actually, yeah, I've been really enjoying it.
I want to go all the way and do FPS chess like you were.
Every person I introduce the game to, after 2 rounds, beats me every time. I remember
Classic.
Do you know Kev? One of Joel and Ben's friends, possibly?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Just introduced him to it, and he just beat my ass after literally, I think, one game. I just lost every time.
You just don't know the gun mechanics, bro. That's the problem.
Shit, man. Oh. Maybe I'm just getting old.
Maybe the reactions aren't what they used to be.
I literally had that today, like because we were doing music stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna be 24 this year, huh? I'm like, huh? Oh yeah, in 3 months.
Oh. I'm 24 this year as well. Don't hate. It's better to be 24 than 23. Nobody likes it when you're 23, so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a song.
Nobody wrote a song about not liking people at 24. Be the first one.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we have been on a song together.
We have, of course.
Yeah.
I feature many places. What can I say? I'm quite the
You get around, dude.
guy that features in many places.
Yeah. What an incredible. I'll leave a link to that. It's an incredible music video. It's a true roller coaster.
Excellent. Which one is it though? Which one are you talking about? I don't know if you published all of them.
I am talking about. I can't remember what title. Like, I am inside your walls.
It's the one with the music video.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful, man.
And the thumbnail is a picture of Heisenberg.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
I don't know why I picked that as the picture, but it just fit at the time. It just fit at the time. Yeah. If you fancy featuring on some more songs, let me know, dude.
I mean, might as well. I'm the only Afrikaans guy you know, so I can definitely bring that.
Big things
that
happen in
twist to it.
2024, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What big things have you got in mind?
We're gonna be putting out a album for Coopsy and the Baritone, which is a quote unquote proper studio album.
Your studio time and everything. Of course, yeah, we're in the studio right now. Yeah, obviously.
That was going to be the plan. But I wanted to do like a trial first. That's what we did yesterday here. So.
That's cool. How did it go?
It went okay. Yeah, it went okay.
I'm getting very classified vibes from this.
It went really good. Yeah. We're working on doing a remake of some of the older stuff, and then also we're going to be. We were working on this 80s like vaporwave synthwave song.
Okay.
Yeah, Tiffany, if you're watching this, see you soon.
But the important question is, are you reworking Three-Way Man Marriage? It's the question everyone wants to know.
You'll have to wait and see. I'll just have to leave it there as a bit of a surprise.
Damn. That's tough.
Yeah. We've touched a little bit on hobbies and personal stuff, so I want to kind of bring it back to more stuff.
Okay, I love stuff.
Yeah, so
stuff and things, perchance.
Stuff and things, yeah. So
good.
What's the plan for like job-wise, career-wise?
So I'm finishing uni this year. My professional policing degree. But I'm sorry to say I've fallen out of love with it. I'm not gonna be a police officer anymore. I introspected, right? I looked around inside, and
That's not a word, by the way, but alright.
I did some introspection. I just made it a verb for fun.
Okay.
And Shakespeare made up words. I can too. So, but I've decided don't want to be a copper.
Okay.
It's cringe. It's cringe being a copper. Imagine having a good time and then the guy comes over and says, "Hey, stop that! I don't want to be that guy, man."
Okay.
Make a job out of that? Not for me. But also, this country is every year making the budget for policing less. So, well, for all the public services, called austerity. But so it's becoming more sort of competitive to become a police officer.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm just not that interested. I'm not interested enough in being a police officer to like try hard at, and compete with other people who are like just really interested in being a police officer. I'd rather just give over the job.
Yeah.
I really love being a chef. To be honest, it's really fun cooking. I'm making pretty good money even now, even though I don't have any like specific qualifications.
Yeah.
So a low level chef, and I'm still making decent money. So I'm thinking if I could specialize in that a bit more, maybe get some, good chef job somewhere. Probably just make a career out of that. To be honest.
Cool.
Maybe make my own business at some point if I get enough experience. Start my own business.
Infinitely more exciting.
I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, I mean the big draw for being police officer is the same draw as for any government job. Is pension's really good. The benefits are really good, and it's stable. You wouldn't lose the job. Like there's no reason you would ever lose a government job unless the world ended.
Or you really fuck up.
Yeah, obviously gross neglect or something like that. But then that's on you. You deserve it. So but you couldn't get laid off as a cop really. Not as like properly sworn in cop. But yeah, that was the big draw for it, and just not interested anymore. No. I think studying it has made me realize I had really bad imposter syndrome when I'm at uni, because everyone's sort of I don't know if it's because I'm South African and I don't really fit in with the culture, but I just like all my, I guess peers you call them, like classmates, I can't relate to any of them. I don't like. I made friends with some of them, and I just felt like I was pretending when I was hanging out with them.
Right.
So that makes me sort of think if I'm gonna be a cop, I'm not gonna be able to relate to any of the other cops either. And then when you have to rely on people like that in like a sort of dangerous job, you would want to be at least like close with people, and I don't want to like experience that every day where I'm supposed to be close to someone and I'm like pretending to be someone I'm not.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I think even then it's like an experience. Like actually on the job.
But also just a lot of the students, they have obviously quite conservative opinions. I mean, being a cop is sort of like, it's a right-leaning sort of thing.
Okay.
Like a lot of people who want to be cops aren't really going to be the most open-minded people. I mean, an open-minded person probably just going to go be a social worker, Makes more sense for them. So, I don't know, I'm not a very conservative person, not to get all political, but I just sort of realised I don't really fit in there, so jumping ship. Okay. Gonna finish my degree though.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's worth finishing, and it's an interesting point you make about like you don't really fit with. Because I kind of got sick of like the same way. Yeah. Like when I first started, I was pretty set on. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to work in politics, but like when I was coming to the end of my degree, like you realise, particularly for something like that, where I suppose policing is similar, where the other people in the field are going to want it more than you, and because of the type of thing it is, will like go out of your way to do all this just to get known. I want to do this enough to put in. So I was just but, it works. But no, I think a chef is an infinitely cooler thing, and then you could like do a South African restaurant or something.
I mean, there's definitely a market for South African restaurants in England. The closest one is in York, and then closest one after that is like miles away. So it's definitely markets for it. And I don't know, I love cooking, man. I've been cooking since I was really young, mostly meat. And I work at a barbecue place now, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you look cool.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah,
cool.
my chef blacks.
I popped in the other day.
Yeah. But I just feel like I'm quite good at it. Like sort of, I have a bit of a talent for it. So I'd rather just improve at that, and then I feel like I've already found something. At least when I'm on shift, I don't hate my life. I've had other jobs like working in a supermarket or something where I hate my life.
Yeah.
And being at uni, learning about policing, obviously it's not the same as actually being a police officer, not even close.
Yeah.
But I'm just not enjoying it, and this I know I'm gonna enjoy, so I'd rather not risk it,
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I think it's definitely more important.
Yeah. Do weaknesses after. For sure.
I'm gonna compare this to League.
Okay. Okay.
But I feel
Chronically
the same
Online.
way. It's like I suck at the game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put loads of time into trying to improve that. Pretty much everybody I play with is better than me,
All right.
and I want to be better.
That makes
I've
sense.
just never been able to do it.
It's because you've got the wrong mindset, bro. You're not bad at the game. It's your teammate's fault.
Oh, true.
You can carry your team harder, right, to improve your carry ability, but it's never your fault. If you lose, well, they cheesed. They flash abused.
I had a solid game.
You just have to call every tactic they use.
I did. I
an
lost the
abuse.
game.
Classic.
So you know how like when you're pretty fed in the game, so people just listen to you. Yeah, I said, guys, you need to fight. It was an awful fight, and then Yorick split pushing in the game.
But you're playing Pantheon,
But to
yeah?
be fair, if we won the fight, it would be fine.
And you're playing Pantheon in
Yeah,
that game. So do you know who Spearshot is as a streamer in League?
yeah.
Even he quit playing Pantheon
Yeah?
because he's that ass. Don't look in Pantheon.
Oh, he's fun though.
Yeah, great, cool champion.
He's cool.
And then after 12 minutes, you don't win anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was playing in jungle, so it's not an issue.
Jungle. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
This fight that lost the game, I hard engaged on a Carthus, and we followed up.
Of course, that's not going to work because you're playing like something that wants to go in. And he's playing something that's vulnerable to people that go in on him.
Yeah.
So obviously that means he's going to win. Because
the game is awful.
yeah, it's a really bad game. Yeah,
Yeah,
you should play Helldivers too.
Yeah, maybe I should. Does exhaust exist in Helldivers 2?
Well, instead of exhausting something, you could just drop a 500 kilogram bomb on it.
Excellent.
That'll exhaust it for sure.
That would.
It's not gonna feel good after that.
What else did I buy? I bought Cyberpunk today.
Okay,
I'm gonna play some of that.
it's a good game. Now
Have
it's a
you
good,
played it?
definitely a good game. Now
Have you played?
I bought it on release and I played it when it was in its most buggiest state.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I completed it. Yeah, and I enjoyed it, even though it was really there was a lot of problems. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Then after they fixed it, I wanted to replay it with the DLC, the Phantom Liberty DLC. And I literally couldn't finish it. I don't know if there's something about bad games that pulls me in, but I can't complete.
Like, this is too good of an experience. I can't do this.
This is too smooth. What the hell? Let me just get out of here. No, I don't know. It had Idris Elba in it, and it just didn't pull me in.
Yeah. It's
I love Idris Elba.
It's like going on a win streak in League. It's like, this isn't the
No, I'm winning. When the rage goes away,
right.
when you're winning and you're feeling good, you're like,
yeah.
if I stopped, there would be no risk of feeling bad. I could just continue to feel good for the rest of the day and not worry about feeling bad. Because if you win a bunch of league games, then you lose one, you're back to feeling bad.
Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked.
So just quit.
All it takes is that one loss.
Just like life.
Yeah, you can't come back from one loss.
No,
Right.
it's over. You got a snowball or it's over.
Yeah,
It's how
that's
it works.
So, you reckon if you're chefing, are you gonna move anywhere in the UK?
Definitely stay in the north of England.
Yeah.
My parents are planning on moving somewhere between York and Leeds, like to a village.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna stay in Leeds at least for a few years because this job I've got now is really good, and when I finish uni, I'm gonna go full time.
Okay.
Head chef really likes me,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I think I see some progression there, and sort of
Yeah.
more experience.
Cool.
And eventually maybe I feel like I have enough experience I can start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, maybe I get some progression in this business I'm in now, and I'm just taking it as it goes right now. But what about you? What career plans are you got in the future? Staying in insurance?
I mean, it depends. It's really convenient at the moment. I know it's not good for me, but I like it. It's 100% from home.
That's I can see why that's not good for you, but it's also very nice.
Yeah. Particularly while Kat's here. I mean, she'll be busy with school soon, but
Yeah.
well, usually next week. So, you ever tried to learn any instruments?
Instruments, yeah. So I bought a harmonica.
Really?
Yeah, I played it about 4 times, and then I was like, damn, and then I gave up. My mom owned a guitar, like an acoustic guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Spent about 2 days messing around on it intermittently.
Yeah.
Didn't watch any YouTube videos or anything. Just gave up. I wanted to learn drums, but that's quite an investment to get, like, you know, a kit to practice on.
That's true.
So I didn't. But other than that, really good at humming to songs that I'm listening to on YouTube Music while I play games.
Wow,
Really good at that.
That's some kind of like special talent for that.
I'd call it a unique talent for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we actually happen to have a harmonica on set.
Yeah.
If you remember anything you'd like to play for us.
It's not that I don't remember anything. It's that I never learned anything.
Ah.
That's the main thing. So it's like, you could say I've never forgotten anything about harmonicas. You could definitely say that. It would be true.
Okay, cool. Let's hear some.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be great, bro. Because the thing is, right, is I was definitely underselling it. I'm actually a lot better than I said I was. I'm actually a connoisseur. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to hold it like something like that.
Wow, the tech.
See, I'm really good at it, and that's obviously one of the notes I know. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was incredible.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, I'm a bit of a guy that's good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that hard, being good at everything?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, is it hard while being good at everything?
Mm.
Or is it good at everything while being hard? You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's definitely out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult to sort of gauge my arousal level at all times. Sort of fluctuates a lot.
Yeah. So how do you normally gauge it?
I sort of just, go with the flow. Or go with the rod, so to speak.
I see.
And okay. I give it the old eyeball test. Also, when you're walking around, I feel like there's a lot of sort of friction that comes with that sort of environment.
Right.
Yeah.
That might just be your problem.
Could be, for sure. I don't consider myself particularly blessed, but I would say, yeah, for sure.
Because it's important we keep this relatable for our viewers.
Yeah, so. I mean, I do play League of Legends. That takes a few inches off.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
So but I do play Helldivers again. I get those inches back. So it's not a problem really. I'd say average. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Is there Helldivers 1?
Yeah, there is. It's top down. Helldivers 2 is third person. You control one character. It's. What game is it like? I don't know. It has got the same perspective as an RTS, but you control one little guy and run around.
So does League.
Yeah, except completely top down, not like side. But yeah, similar for sure. Better than League though, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously your harmonica is going incredibly. So
yeah, I've actually got a concert coming up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You do? What, the O2 or?
You wouldn't believe it. It's the Shakespeare Theatre in London.
Wow.
Yeah, that one there.
The Globe.
The Globe, that's his name.
I think it's a Globe.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think I learned that in GCSE English Literature. Yeah, so I'm performing there. Okay. To obviously a crowd.
Yeah.
Can't disclose it. It's classified right now.
Yeah.
It's a private event. So.
Yeah.
I'm being paid money.
Wow. Can't
disclose that either. It's a private event.
No, of course.
Can't disclose what time I'm gonna be there. Like I said, private event. Yeah. If you see me in real life, like for the rest of your life, every day, at some point I slipped away and did it, and I didn't tell you.
Okay.
So don't think it's proof that I didn't do it because I never went away for a while. I definitely did it. Might have already done it.
Right.
You couldn't know because it's private.
Yeah. It's private. Where's what's top on the list for a place for you to visit?
The top of the list.
Yeah, like countries. What's the top?
I've actually recently had Jeff Bezos approach me.
Oh, right.
And say that he wants me to be the first person to perform on Mars.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I was saying, what about the moon? It's closer.
Yeah.
He said already had someone perform on the moon privately. So that's a no-go on that one.
Right.
I said fair enough. is there any training I need to go through? He said, don't worry, you're good at everything. So I sort of just get in the spaceship and they say,
wow,
yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, all the big people are gonna be there. You know, Jeffrey Epstein still alive, by the way.
Oh yeah.
He made it. Yeah.
I thought he was on an island or something.
No, he's on Mars permanently now. Yeah, he stays there.
Right.
You got Bobby Kotick. He's gonna be there. Bobby Kotick, the president of Blizzard, ex-president of Blizzard. He's taking a space yacht there, actually.
A space yacht? Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know.
It's like a regular yacht, just add a few thrusters, takes off.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just two people. Just
Well,
three people, actually. Jeff Bezos as well.
I mean, they're very important people.
Yeah, for sure.
People.
Definitely some of
Biggest
the
fans.
people ever, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you could live and work anywhere else, not Mars, or the moon, where would it be?
definitely Scandinavian country. Probably either Sweden or Norway.
Yeah.
I think I lean towards Norway. Just like the flag more.
Yeah. Have you been?
No.
You should go.
I would like to.
Yeah.
But I just think if I could just tomorrow be a citizen of any place, I would pick Norway. Because they pay you to go to uni.
They do.
They got a lot of
crazy.
Yeah, the social benefits are insane. I think it's one of the best countries, to be honest, in my opinion. At least for the stuff I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you? Good country.
Petro State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to live in Qatar.
Yeah. Probably.
Qatar.
If I could just immediately be a citizen of anywhere, then yeah, I'd probably pick one of the ones.
Is there like, do they just give money to citizens?
Yeah.
They do?
It's kind of insane.
So if you're a citizen of a country, they just take care of you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it surprised me because I thought like, as you know, Mag used to live in the UAE, right?
Yeah.
In my head, because that's what it's like here, if you were born in a place, you were just a citizen of that place. That's just how it worked.
Yeah.
It's not how it works in UAE.
What is he a citizen of? Just nowhere.
Of UK, because his parents are British.
Oh, right.
So even though he was born and spent almost 20 years outside the country, he's still a UK citizen for his parents and not one of them.
Because otherwise he'd be stateless.
Yeah. And then when he started to explain it a bit, like because they actually have so few of their own citizens, like the benefits are crazy. Like you always get special local, these kind of things.
The hardcore take care of you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, no doubt Norway would too.
Yeah.
Which is also technically a petro state as well.
Is it? Okay. Didn't even know that.
But yeah, they've got massive oil fields.
Right.
But they just managed it right instead of wrong.
Okay, excellent. So no wars.
Well, no, I mean not since the second one.
That was a while ago, to be fair.
That was a while ago now. Yeah. They did get rolled, to be fair.
Yeah, they did a bit. Recovered though.
They did. They recovered very well. Yeah, they've got a lot of oil money, but because most of their country is green energy, they can just sell it all to everyone else.
Fair enough. Yeah. Really convenient.
Yeah.
Get the best of both worlds. Get the money from fossil fuels, and they don't have to, do it themselves. Very good.
Yeah, I think if I could, I haven't been there in summer. It's like we went in like the middle of winter.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Literally just trying to walk from place to place. It's hard, man.
It's cold.
No, it's frozen.
Okay.
And like it's not even. It's just all like puddled up.
Yeah.
And it like you have to slide along.
You gotta channel your inner Viking, man.
You really do. I mean, some people have these like spikes that you put on your shoes. Just put them over normal trainers, just so you don't fall over on the ice.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
But does the cold just bite right through your clothes, kind of thing? Or the clothes?
Leeds felt colder. I won't lie. And I assume maybe it's something to do with living on an island, but it didn't. Like it was actually like properly snowing. It didn't feel like it was cold,
Yeah,
but not in the same. I mean, unless we were like on the slopes.
Do you feel like you were wearing clothes better suited for it, or?
Oh yeah, I wore thermals every day.
Yeah, I feel like thermals are definitely a fucking blessing to have.
Yeah.
Thermals are so good.
But when I got back, I was doing that in Leeds too.
Oh, right.
So,
Never mind then.
yeah.
England's just everything's worse.
It is.
In game.
In game. In game. In game. I don't know. I feel like people give this country a lot of shit, but it's actually not that bad.
No, definitely a big thing here is people always say, "Oh, why'd you move to this place? It's a shithole." Well, I feel like other people English people, like sometimes they just haven't seen shitholes before. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, where I live is a shithole. Where have you been? Been to a real shithole? Because I mean, this place, yeah, the buses are late." And nobody gets shot, so could be worse.
Can you leave your house without, being shot? Like, yeah.
Pretty consistent.
Pretty consistent, actually. Yeah. It's almost like it's built in to be like so cynical and pessimistic. Everything.
Yeah, it's a big culture in England for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I love the dry humor.
You do,
but yeah, definitely very pessimistic.
Yeah. How different is that to what you're used to from South Africa?
South Africa is a very community-oriented place.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where you are, everybody's very much like optimistic and sort of inclusive around their community. Very different to here, where you'll hate someone for being from a different village to you.
Mm-hmm.
So very weird, but yeah, I mean, people are very friendly in South Africa. Talk for hours. It's the classic sort of, you go with your mom to your auntie's house, and then they say goodbye for 3 hours. It takes them 3 hours to fucking say goodbye because they keep having something last thing to say.
Yeah.
So big storytellers as well, especially me. I come from a big, family of storytellers. That's why I'm quite successful in this country in terms of like conversations. I can really like take something simple and flesh it out for no good reason.
Spin it, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, I don't know. People there are very much like, if something negative happens, instead of being the whole like, oh, it's a shithole, I can't be asked or whatever, they sort of say, yeah, it is what it is. Or they sort of say a solution like, oh, let's go drink. They don't just sort of say, oh, I can't be asked with this. There's you have to do it kind of thing.
Just kind of get on with it. Yeah. It's like one of the few things I like about. I think this isn't everyone, but kind of that like uncanny optimism that
you're always get. Up for it.
Like you could be going through the worst shit ever.
We go again.
Like, let's say you order. This is a really good example. You order the absolute worst pint you've had in the universe. It's not whatnot, and they just drink the thing and then buy the next one.
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, like that entrepreneurial thing where it's just like really like empowering like individuals to like, oh yeah, you can go and do that.
Yeah.
Whereas you'll get talked down quite a lot here.
For sure.
Like if you try and do something
that's. I mean, another thing for me with this country is just like, I don't know if you've experienced it very similarly, but there's a lot of drugs in this country, like very normalized. True. People do a lot of cocaine. Very popular.
They do. I think we are the number one consumer.
In South Africa, some people smoke weed a little bit, but honestly, like, if you're in South Africa, like with your friends, somebody's like, "Oh, I've got a bit of cocaine." Oh, well, what do you mean you've got cocaine? That's not good. Yeah. But here it's like, it's sort of expected, like half the people you meet on a night out are on cocaine. So very interesting to me. Also ketamine, crazy that you would ever take that.
I would never do that.
It's a horse tranquilizer, bro.
For the record.
Literally a tranquilizer for horses. I don't even know who thought of that.
What's the point? Yeah.
It's like the first guy who ate a magic mushroom. I kind of get it. I mean, it looks like a mushroom, right? You're supposed to eat those.
You could make a mistake. Yeah.
Tranquilizer for a horse? I don't know. It's not likely.
Not quite the same effect. Yeah. I don't get it. But yeah, it's interesting that it is kind of. Yeah, like, I don't know, baked into the culture. But like, I've never lived anywhere else, so I think worse than everything else is the drinking. Absolutely ingrained.
Oh yeah, for sure. The betting as well. Gambling, so bad.
Yeah.
It's so big here. In South Africa, you don't even have one betting shop open in an entire town.
Right.
Here, there's fucking 5 on Core Lane. Like,
yeah.
it's insane. But like, I mean, I'm for people doing whatever they want. You know, it's your money. Live in a place you can earn your own money. You can spend it however you like. Even with drugs, I'm not that bothered. It's not me doing it. So
yeah. No,
but yeah, just not for me, I guess. Feels weird that it's expected in a lot of places. Like drinking as well. You couldn't go on a night out without drinking. Really, you have to do something.
Yeah.
Even me now, I ask people like, "Oh, you're gonna drink?" And then they're like, "Oh no," and it's like. And then they say, "Oh, I'll smoke weed instead." It's like, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my technique for getting around it so far has been Coke.
A cola.
Yes, cola, and I don't know what it is. I think it's up there. But my nicotine gum.
Okay.
That's how I've been getting around it.
That helps for sure.
It does help. It's not the same, but
yeah, but it makes you come off of the habit a bit, so it's good.
Yeah. Saying I'm stopping for like health reasons is like kind of true and just ambiguous enough that I feel like no one would question it. Oh, okay.
Trying to say it's not like there's more to it than health reasons.
Well, that's kind of it suggests that there's something more, but it's almost like kind of personal, so you don't really want to push it.
For sure, I feel that.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really tough. I went out for just like a casual night of what I would normally do is drinking.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Success.
I had it was the karaoke night. I had Heineken Zero and I had a mocktail.
Heineken Zero, it's a good one.
I was like, I had a moment where I was just like,
I think 0% beer is cool. Keeps you in the vibe. And
it feels a bit better than ordering like a pint of Coke.
Yeah, for sure.
Like 6.
Whatever. You blend in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to cut down.
Successfully by the sounds of it.
It's getting there. I've slipped once this month.
Okay. Still getting
which
through
was
it.
Valentine's. So I was like,
special occasion for sure.
yeah.
Get a wine at least, or
Yes, they brought the
wine.
wrong one.
Wine doesn't count, man.
They brought the wrong one.
It's the drink of love.
It was a shit restaurant. I literally picked it because it was like top 10 reviews on TripAdvisor and Leeds. I was like, this is gonna be a reasonable price. It was up like southwest.
Right.
I think it was called like Vino. It's like a chain. And they brought us the wrong wine. I didn't say anything because I don't like that. I want to complain.
Very English of you.
Well,
For me, South African, I'd call.
Yeah, I mean it's stupid, but yeah. So they had the wrong line. We had the wrong wine, and our starter cake was very nice. I was enjoying it, and I ordered the main, and I did my best here. I was ordering in Italian the whole time, but that's not why they got the order wrong. I promise.
Okay.
That is not why I got the order wrong. I specifically said linguine, and linguine does not sound anything like ravioli.
Yeah, pretty true, yeah.
Okay, so even if I did the worst Italian restaurant in the universe, they're not even remotely similar, right?
True.
Like if they brought me the wrong ravioli, I'm like, okay, fair enough. I order linguine, they bring me ravioli. I'm just like, for fuck's sake, man, this is twice now, so I'm eating it, and then Kat goes, you I'm like, okay. So they come over, I'm like, hey, this is wrong. She's like, okay, we'll take it back. I've told the chef they're gonna make your thing. They never bring it. I wait half an hour and they didn't bring the food.
Was it busy?
Yeah.
But still, it's on them.
So I'm like, I've had enough. So we get up and we go pay. They try and charge me for this linguine and they never brought me. Yeah, can you take that off? Because we didn't have that. She's like, yeah, okay. So the waiter took it off, which is the same one I told her the order was wrong and that they'd bring another one. Obviously didn't really think about that. She just took the main off. Because then it says there's only one main on there.
Yeah.
You should know, like, when.
Silly.
So we left. Which is why I think I was so drunk. I was properly plastered.
Which is why.
That's why I bought another bottle of red wine. It's bad, man.
You should have came to Red's True Barbecue on Valentine's Day. Bought 2 racks of ribs. They come right out.
That would have been very nice. I get like a personalization, you know, when you go to like the Japanese restaurants and they do their name and ketchup on the rice thing. Could we get that for the ribs?
No.
Oh.
They brush barbecue sauce on the entire thing.
Could you like arrange the ribs to like write a word?
No, because it's a whole rack of ribs.
Could you break each rib off the rack and then arrange them?
You could do that, yes. You're allowed to do that at your table with your ribs.
No, but could you do that for me?
The plate's not going to be big enough to like spell it out. No.
All the other chefs could see you breaking out this rack.
Yeah.
My friend started with it. He can't break the rack apart by himself or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, Red's is a good place, man. We've got a new head chef now.
Oh yeah.
All the food quality has gone up, even higher than it was before.
Wow. Okay.
Very good.
Very nice.
Very good.
Mm. Where are we going?
Go on Sunday. Tomorrow.
Depends on what time.
I don't know. I'll wake up with a hangover probably.
Get over it.
Is Kat coming?
No.
If we're doing it, okay.
It depends on the time.
Well, if she can come for dinner, we can do dinner. If she can come for lunch, we can do lunch.
Don't come for either. But I can come for dinner.
Okay, let's do dinner.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can do it for dinner, yeah. Sounds good to me, I'll take you.
Cool, brilliant. Yeah, on that note, do you have any final thoughts you'd want to add?
Yeah, of course I do. I have a few final thoughts, actually.
Okay.
Let me just get my final thoughts out in front of me.
Okay.
So, you've already answered my first question.
I have.
Which was, when is the band's next album?
Okay.
I already answered that you're not going to tell me, so...
Well, this year.
This year. Alright,
yeah.
trying to start this out like Ubisoft or something. Then we've got, is Doopsy retired?
Is Doopsy retired?
Yeah, your alter ego from Perth.
He may make an appearance.
Okay.
He may make an appearance on the album.
Okay.
I saw him the other day, actually.
Okay.
I did see him the other day. He's doing well. He's doing well.
Sucks to hear. The best art comes from pain.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Well, have you ever been to Perth?
Big spiders or just shitty all around?
These massive huntsman things, dude.
Oh,
They're
no.
crazy. They're crazy.
So then I've got you some, how is Leeds compared to York living?
Ooh. I like the fact that it's I like the fact that it's busier and there's more stuff going on. It's more convenient, which is nice.
Yeah.
When it's too busy and too crowded, I do kind of struggle a bit. But I'm like that with everywhere.
Yeah.
But when it's busier in Leeds, it feels better than it being busier in York because the whole place is bigger.
Yeah, York is so bad for the markets being flooded with people.
Even there are like some like Hindus on Saturdays who
Yeah.
are just trying to get to the pub or whatever.
Annoying.
Like you can't move. I really hate
sure.
it.
No, Leeds
Yeah.
definitely manages the people better for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say like I'm too like socially anxious, but if it's a lot of people in like a market setting, I just completely shut down.
Fair enough.
So
You
yeah,
plan-
so Leeds is a W, but I do miss York quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place for sure with the rivers and stuff, and the
Yeah.
bridges.
Yeah.
You planning on staying in Leeds for the foreseeable future?
I don't know. It depends on whether Kat can find a job or not.
Does she need one for citizenship or for the
Well, I mean,
visa?
essentially, yeah. So once she's finished the student, once she's finished her master's degree, you can apply for like an extension visa, post-student one, which is for 2 years. So then once you've hit the 3 threshold, I think. So we might do that. If that ends up being too expensive or too time consuming or whatever, in fact, this is kind of a recent thing. I've floated around with the idea of just taking a year out and just going and either teaching English somewhere or just doing like a year work visa in Australia. take a little bit of time.
Could always teach English in like Belgium. That's why you gotta learn Dutch.
No offense to all my Belgium enjoyers. Your beer's too expensive and you can't pour it right.
Australia though, I love Australia. I'd love to go to Australia for a while on something like that, like a little short visa.
Yeah.
Euro.
Because they do like I think they do 6 months or a year, and like whether it's bar work or fruit or whatever really, just like having I'm quite conscious. I sound like such an old man. I'm quite conscious of how fast time is moving now, and I really want to take advantage of like actually making sure I'm going and doing things.
Yeah, I feel that.
And just like sitting inside and doing nothing all day, particularly because that's my job now.
No.
Yeah. So may end up in Ireland, just because there's no visa requirements for me or Kat.
Yeah. Let's go visit.
Because even if we get married, I still have to. Well.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, I'm sure you'll be aware. Yeah. So, if we live and work in Ireland, because I've got Irish family, for 3 years, I can get Irish citizenship, and yeah, if Kat got Irish citizenship after 5 years, because I think maybe she could. If I became a citizen, I think she could become a citizen.
Yeah. That's what my mum did.
So between 3 to 5 years, whatever. Once that's done, because both countries have dual citizenship, we could then live and work anywhere in the UK or Europe.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah,
which seems
especially
really
the EU part of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So then we could, buy the same for Norway.
Is Norway not in the EU?
No,
didn't even know that.
It's not on any of it.
Oh, fair.
But yeah, so that gives us a lot more freedom in terms of options, and it's only, 3.
Oh, fair.
And it's still close. I mean, it's not like get on a train.
It's literally a ferry. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of the planes are like 30.
Oh Jesus. Okay, fair enough.
From whether that's from Leeds or from
Spend more on that on microtransactions.
Literally, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking bollocks. When it's like a train for me to get home is like triple the price of me flying like 5 hours.
It's insane. Yeah. Well, I've got a final question for you.
Okay.
Why have you not bought Helldivers 2 yet?
I can fix that.
Excellent. Next stream. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
We're diving into hell together.
We're diving into hell on Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Over at twitch.tv/Runikqq.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Take care, bye bye.